Hello, podcast lovers. Get your die ready. We are playing a board game from Milton Bradley that is 40 years old, themed after the Jetsons. So you're going to meet George Jetson, his wife Jane, their daughter Judy, his boy Elroy. Ba-ba-ba-da. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of JJ Meets World. And if you say to yourself, why am I listening to two guys play a board game? I'll tell you why. It's because you fail at relationships. And by the way, if you'd like to help support our podcast, visit jjmeetsworld.com where you can donate to our Patreon, pick up some killer swag at our merch shop, or click the link to Apple Podcast and give us a 5-star review.
1, 2, 3, 4. J.J. Gordon, sort of like that Indiana Jones, in that he's always sniffing out his next adventure. Yes, he is. He's always interviewing guests so he can have them on his show and they can talk about pop culture, arts, and leisure. J.J. has his flag unfurled and he likes his french fries curled, and he's fun and then he twirls as he goes to meet the world. He will march into the rain even if his ankle sprained. Take a peek inside his brain. This podcast is called JJ Meets World.
Tucker, what's your knowledge of the Hanna-Barbera series, The Jetsons?
That it's in the future, that it shares a universal continuity with the Flintstones.
Yep.
And I'm going to make the assumption that maybe other Hanna-Barbera properties as well, but I don't know how much of it's a multiverse and how much of it is one shared universe.
You know, it's interesting because, like, you would think, like, oh, maybe there's a Scooby-Doo, you know, like, piece to this, but there's really not.
I think the only other thing I could really tell you that I know is that ever since I heard your casting for the Jetsons, that's, like, the only cast I can even possibly accept.
And, you know, it's outdated now because William H. Macy is too old to play George Jetson at this point.
So yes, I mean, that's I think Danny DeVito could still be Spacely.
He's still Spacely.
There's no question he's Mr.
I mean, here's the
Spacely.
thing. If Danny DeVito were to die, a live-action Jetsons should just not take place.
Okay. If they were like, hey, we have to it has to happen. We have to make a movie. What do you think about Peter Dinklage?
Nope.
No.
No.
As Mr. Spacely?
Nope.
You don't think so?
No. That's not. Nope. It would be like if I had to choose a different Mr. Spacely.
I think I know who you're going to pick.
Who?
It's the guy who is having a moment right now. He was in Naked Gun. He was in Fantastic Four. He just did an actual hardcore wrestling match.
Paul Walter Hauser?
Yeah.
Who's great. In fact, can I talk about something real quick about him that I think is sad? So he's in a movie called Americana with Sydney Sweeney, where he and Sydney Sweeney are like lovers, right? And that movie's tanking because of Sydney Sweeney's problems with everyone thinking that she was a Nazi, her selling her bathwater to make soap. I mean, her public persona has just tanked this movie and no one wants to go see it. And I think it's really too bad because it's a great role for him. But lest we forget, he starred in a Clint Eastwood movie where he played Richard Jewell, the man accused of bombing the Atlanta Olympics.
Right.
He's a great actor. I really like him a lot.
So then who's your Spacely?
Okay, my Spacely. Do you remember...
If at gunpoint you're being forced to do it without DeVito.
Without DeVito. Did you watch Seinfeld?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
The
Wayne Knight.
No. The Wayne Knight could be Cogswell Coggs, who's Spacely's main rival. But it would be the little person who's Kramer's friend.
What is his name?
And I can't think of what his name is, but he's a very famous actor, and he's done a ton of stuff over the years. A ton of stuff. And so I think he could do a decent Spacely. But really, Danny DeVito is just so perfect for that. Why would you want to do anything else? You know?
Yeah.
So, and again, that's why we got to get this project underway.
I wish we could do resurrection casting because Bob Hoskins wouldn't be bad.
He would have been a great Spacely.
Yeah.
Jetson!
You're not going to put John Mulaney as George.
No.
I really do kind of, one of the things about
John Mulaney could be the villain of this movie. He could be the one who's tricked George.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The only other thing, I watched Jetsons when I would stay at my grandparents' house in Moorhead because they had cable, and so like either I think it was Nick at Night might play it from time to time or something. I remember it playing and watching it at their place.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Do you did you ever spend any time with the Jetsons in regard to like the new Jetsons versus the old Jetsons? That doesn't even like
I don't even know there's a new Jetsons.
So they made the Jetsons, but then like at one point they revived the series with the same style of animation. George O'Halloran doing the voice. So the voice of Mr. Ed was also George Jetson.
Okay.
If you didn't know that.
I did not.
You have the same guy, and they like. I mean, it's great. The movie comes out, and the movie I think is one of the best cartoon adaptations to a film of all time. I think it's just amazing. To find the perfect George Jetson, you need someone who loves his family. You need someone who's inherently lazy, but not lazy to the point of where you're like, ugh, I hate this guy because he's so lazy.
Sure.
But you like, and like, will step up for heroics when it's needed. Also, I think it was just like 3 years ago is when George Jetson was born. Like in continuity.
Really?
So we've actually moved past the actual time in history when George would have been born.
Okay.
Because he's supposed to be in his early 40s. You know, he's in his early 40s. He's got a teenage daughter. He's got a son who's probably like 13, 14 years old, who's a super genius. I mean, we all knew Jonathan Lipnicki was supposed to be Elroy Jetson, but he's not there. And then stunt casting Judy, I think, is the hardest part, because even in the movie that they made, they got rid of the woman who voiced Judy in the series, and they replaced her with Tiffany. I Think We're Alone Now.
Okay.
And then they gave Judy a couple songs in it.
And they just did that because they thought people would tune in.
They needed a big name.
Oh, that
Needed a
sucks. If you're the
big
original
name,
Judy,
right?
Like, fuck you.
She was very, very sad.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. I don't know if it was June Foray who did a bunch of voice work, like on like she was the voice of, she wasn't the voice of Bullwinkle, but Rocket J. Squirrel on Rocky and Bullwinkle. I think June Foray did the voice, and she was like, "Yeah, they chose not to put me in it, and that was fine." And George O'Halloran died during the production of the Jetsons movie, so like they have some people who like if you're like, "Come on, Elroy, let's go inside." And they're like, that doesn't sound like him. It's because another guy who sounded enough like him. And then Mel Blanc, of course, providing a lot of voices.
Did Astro ever meet Scooby-Doo?
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
Astro meets
Dino.
Dino. Thank you. Yeah. Pluto and Dino.
Because called him Barney as well.
As you know, one of my favorite pieces, like the first time I had ever seen a crossover was the Jetsons meet the Flintstones.
I think that might have been the case for me as well,
which is genius, because Elroy, as a school project, invents a time machine. They go back in time, they meet the Flintstones go to the future, and then the Jetsons have to survive in the past, and then they're able to switch again.
And it's almost too obvious, right? Clearly one's in the far distant future, one's in the far distant past. Let's cross these over.
They also like writing teen slang in the future for Judy was always, I thought, one of the funniest things. Like outer galactic.
Well, and that's the thing, you can't use modern day slang.
I know, right?
Like you can't.
And you're like, okay, so the kids are all dealing in a world where they live there. What's one? She's like, oh, it's so good. I used to say it all the time as a kid because it came from the movie. And then they'd have rock stars in, like, they created a universe where there's rock stars within it, which the Flintstones did too. Like, there's a time when the Flintstones, they had a brand new set of neighbors, and it was Bewitched.
Oh, okay.
But like, it was Samantha, but she was a witch back in caveman times.
Got it.
Right?
Nice.
And so, like, the fun stuff like that. Okay, so this game is called the Jetsons Game. A race to it's upside down. Thank you very much. The Jetsons Game, a race through space in search of the Jetsons. And this is what happens. You and I each are going to pick a different member of the Jetsons family with the exclusion of Elroy. And there are cards that are individual pieces, like you need 3 of them to collect an entire George, let's say, that'll be randomly dispersed throughout different orbits on this board.
Okay.
And then it's our job to keep rolling and keep rolling and keep rolling and then search through all of the orbits until you find all the pieces of your card. So, for example, if you and I are playing and you land in the side that has Orbity and Astro and you pull a card and you're playing as George, but the card isn't a picture of George, you put it back. So you kind of have to stay in that orbit until you can finally find a George.
And do you put it face down? Like, you don't show the other person?
No, you put it face down in front of you. So, like, I'll know how close you are to getting your full George put together.
No, so when got it, but when you lift it up and it's not yours, you put it back face down. You don't show the other player what you saw. Correct.
But now you might know. Fuck.
Got it.
I shouldn't have said that.
And what does Orbity do?
Orbity means you draw again. So if you land on an Orbity, you are going to draw, but then you get another turn out of it.
Okay.
So you get to go twice.
Got it.
And then if you draw an Orbity card, you get to go again as well. So you can go again both by the card that's in there. Now here's the thing that sucks. If we draw a Rosie, which will be hidden in there somewhere, we take all the cards from all the orbits and reshuffle them together blindly and then disperse them as evenly as possible, including the Rosie again.
Got it.
So, for example, if you've been going around this orbit like 5 times knowing that I just have to get enough times to draw to get that, but now Rosie sent it all over the place. You also have to get you have to get an Elroy card.
Got it.
So you have to get Elroy plus the rest of your family, which is weird that they would choose Elroy as the one and not
right.
Like, why wouldn't they have Astro?
There's some dark you would think it would be Astro.
Yeah.
You would think it would be Astro. But you're finding the pieces of your family. It's kind of weird, and the pieces of yourself. It sounds like it's all chance related. It doesn't sound like there is a strategy.
There's definitely strategy, because you'll have to go through this bottom piece and okay, I can stick around here and keep mining this orbit.
I see.
Do you see there's 4 orbits on the page?
So you can choose to leave an orbit and go to the next one if you
Correct.
want. Understood.
But you have to follow, by the way, you move clockwise.
Yeah, got it. Okay. All right.
And so if you get out of orbit and you don't get to draw if you land on one of these dark spaces.
That's the decision point. Do I move the orbit or not?
Right.
Okay, understood.
Bingo.
And it's just a simple 6-sided die.
Yep, simple. And in fact, to be quite honest, Milton Bradley, you really phoned in this die.
Yeah.
You could have done something really cool here. You could have given me a little shaker that looks like their car.
It kind of feels like the whole game was invented in 5 minutes. I don't know, just bunch of pictures, fam, cut them up, they got to find them.
Literally they could have slapped anything on here.
Yeah.
So who would you like to play as? Which family member? Astro, Jane, Judy, or George?
I feel like, can you hand me the die?
Yeah.
Okay, if it's an odd number, I'm going to go a male character.
Okay.
If it's a even number, I'm going to go a female character. Okay. What is it?
It's a 5.
It's a 5, so that's odd numbers, that's male character?
Yep, George or Astro.
All right. If it's 1 through 3, George. If it's 4 through 6, Astro. 1, George.
It is, okay.
I meet George Jetson.
Okay, so we're both going to start down here. I am going to be Jane Jetson, so husband versus wife. Now,
which piece are we technically on right now?
We are on a blank piece right there.
Okay,
and I will kind of I'll figure out a way to.
We could probably even
it.
just lay them down if we want to, or
Sounds
something.
Good. Okay, so I'm gonna mix.
This is not high quality pieces.
Right.
All of the pieces are just pieces of cardboard that JJ punched out himself.
And there's you know what disappoints me the most about this is there's nothing on the back of the card which would make it, a little more like, oh, that's kind of nice, right? So I'm gonna get these things all mixed up. I'm gonna let you go first because you're a gentleman.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to kind of shuffle them amongst the things.
I'm going to do this so I don't see.
So you don't see.
Even though not like I would be able
to. And I was not really paying attention, which is good, so I don't know what's where.
I'm just going to read more of the things that are in your office.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, that shirt don't button. That's great.
It's a good one, right?
That's a good one.
I came up with that live on air, and I was like, someone put this on a goddamn T-shirt
Buy that URL right now.
That shirt don't button.
Don't button. It's JJ's buttonless shirts.
I also like this one. I don't put that much gravy on those potatoes. That one I thought was pretty clever too. Have you noticed? Like, I don't know if you've seen this, but like, there's a huge underground world of where people are restoring board games like this.
No.
And they're 3D printing pieces, of course, that are missing. But then they would go in and they would redo the back of these like cards so that it would have like the Jetsons logo on it, you know, or something, make it look like outer space.
Years
Something
and
along
years
those
and
lines.
years ago, when I thought that this was the way you would want to do it, I bought a URL for a website I was going to make that never happened and would never be made now. It was really just about a community of people who created their own rule sets for games. So you could breathe new life into a game. Right?
Great idea.
So this game, the rule set is so simple, we're probably going to get bored pretty quick, so we'll fill it with conversation. But what if you could take the same thing and make a simple modification to the rules? Or here's a new rule set to use.
Like a house rules type.
Right,
idea,
exactly.
Right?
I bought ruleshack.com with looked like ruleshack.com, but never did anything with it. And now you would
Ruleshack.
probably just
Go to Reddit.
use a Discord or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that,
Okay, well, you're gonna go first.
Okay.
So
So I need to roll.
So roll the die.
All right.
So you're gonna roll, and I'll move for you. Okay, 3.
3.
So George goes 1,
One,
2,
two,
3.
three.
So you get an orbity. So you get to pull. Would you just like the one off the top?
Off the top,
Okay.
please.
Now, if this is not your person, you do not get to keep this card, and it goes on the bottom.
Got it.
It is
It is not.
not, unless it's an Elroy, because you get to keep an Elroy, or if it's Rosie.
It's orbity.
Oh, it's orbity. Okay. So you get to draw again from the top.
Okay. Got it.
This is a good roll for you right off the bat.
Sure.
Here you go.
Thank you. And if it's one that I keep, I display it.
Yep. Okay, so you got your Elroy.
Got an Elroy.
So you got your draw again. Plus you get to roll again because you're on it.
Look at me.
Yeah, look at
I'm
you.
so fucking good at
You're
this
good.
game,
You're
JJ.
so good already.
God damn, I'm good
So
at this
good
game.
already.
I've been playing a lot of Diablo 1. It's been fun.
Everyone talks about Diablo 3.
Fiver.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get the top card.
Okay.
Okay. Comes back to me. Now it's my turn. Now, what's interesting is you've had a chance to see 2 cards that are in this deck. 3 cards. And there is a total of 4 cards, 5 with the Elroy that you have there. So do you stay and try and go through the rest of the cards on here? Or, because there's a potential that there's a George card.
There
underneath
is.
it.
I think I just have to keep track that there is a mystery card for me there right now, but I'm going to move to the next orbit.
Okay. I got a 2. 1, 2. And I'm going to take the top card. It's not someone that I'm collecting.
Okay.
So now here's the thing. With my game knowledge,
Right.
you see that I also don't put that back. Now, there's a chance that it's a George.
Correct.
Or there's a chance that it's an Astro or a Judy.
Yep.
Right? But you know that for sure that other card I looked at is not
Yep.
my card.
Correct.
Taking that number that you have and changing it.
So I see. I here's the thing: is like that's interesting because it does inform your strategy. You can't necessarily employ anything to affect the other person, but you cannot share information.
Bingo.
Yeah.
It's a little clue-like.
6.
So you're going to leave this orbit?
Leaving it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top card from here.
I keep it.
Oh! So you have 1 chunk of George. So you only need 2 George pieces left to win the game.
Right now, what happens if you get all the Elroys?
You don't. If you already have an Elroy, you
Oh.
put the Elroy back.
Oh. So then what does having an Elroy even do for you?
It's one more thing that you have to get. So
okay. So you have to get your thing and an Elroy.
I think that when they made this game, they're like, Doug, we told you, and the people need to be sliced into 4s. It can't just be 3. That's ridiculous. And he's like, I already perforated all of this.
At minimum, I'm sure someone out there could 3D print actual figurines for this. You
Oh,
wouldn't have to
without a
use
doubt.
these cheap
In fact,
cardboard
you know what?
things.
I have all of the Jetsons figurines I bought in a set. I used my
There you
Jane
go.
when I played a barbarian in a D&D campaign.
Nice.
All right. Oh, a 6 for me as well.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bad news.
Uh-oh.
I got a Rosie.
Does that mean these have to go back in too?
Nope.
Okay.
But it means that all the cards now
Okay.
get shuffled
Hey, so now we are back in
to being blind.
parity.
Yep. So you never know where it's going to be. So you just left this orbit, or no, you got a George from that orbit up there, but there might be a new George.
Yep.
in there.
I'm
You
now
don't know.
starting fresh again.
Yep.
So I'm now basically just saying any knowledge of prior orbits
Uh-huh.
is just gone now.
I imagine if you've got 4 players, it makes this game go just a little swifter. But we're getting along there.
That's okay.
I loved the Jetsons. I really thought they were the bee's knees. All right, it's your turn. Go for it.
Alrighty. Rolling. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. In Orbity, so you get to go again.
I get to roll again?
Well, yeah, but first you get the top card. Okay. So you get to roll again. A 1. And then here's the other card. Okay. So now you potentially saw Elroy's. You potentially saw my cards. I know you didn't see an Orbity. Let's see what we've got. I got a 3, and I'm going to stay in this orbit.
Staying in the
1,
orbit.
2, 3. I got an Orbity.
Hey, look at you.
Yep, so I'll take another card here.
Does Orbity go on the bottom of the stack now?
He does, yeah.
Okay. Orbity's a strange design. And he was made just for the board game, right? Again?
Just for the board game,
He's
yeah.
not. He doesn't appear in any other media.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. He's a pet.
He is a pet.
Remember when I said there's the second generation of Jetsons? He's part of that second generation of Jetsons. But he can he stretches really far. So here's my second go. A 1.
He stretches really like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he invulnerable?
No, in fact, I think he ends up in peril a few times.
Can he breathe in space?
Orbity is sort of the Gazoo of this world. Okay. Right, love you, Warge. A 3. 1, 2, 3.
Did you ever have any home rules that you would play on any board game?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
That would be outside the box.
All the time. I landed on Orbity, and I got an Orbity.
Okay.
So I'll take my Orbity thing here. Okay. And I will put Orbity back as well.
I mean, you pretty much have almost complete knowledge of the orbit you're on right now.
I do, yeah. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and you can't Orbity twice. So if I land on an Orbity and then another
Good to
one,
know.
I can't do that.
Good to know.
So I got another Orbity, but I don't get to do anything because I already got an Orbity card.
That is loaded with Orbities.
It sure is.
That one is that's a perilous deck, right? I might avoid that orbit for right now.
For forevers.
Yeah.
All right, go.
All right. Out of 6, what am I gonna roll? I'm gonna roll a 6.
Do you want to stay in this orbit?
I
or
want to
move out of it?
leave the orbit.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's see that top
Here's
card.
the top card for you, buddy. Oh God. By the way, I just checked. DraftKings has a pretty intense line on this game, so people are gambling on
Here's
it right
the
now.
thing that I don't like about this game. You and I are not viciously shit talking.
Is that what you want?
Well, no, that's just I don't want us to pretend. I like the fact that Monopoly brings.
Got my Elroy.
Okay, we're both
Oh,
one.
yeah?
We both have our little boy now.
I'm sitting on my Elroy, and you know what? I wonder where the name Elroy came from.
And it's not a go again, right? You just
Nope.
get
Yep.
Elroy.
I just get to keep that card. So you're up again.
Yeah, I mean, do you think it came from George Jetson is an alliteration, so Judy Jetson is as well, Jane Jetson,
And then Elroy.
Elroy.
Like maybe Jane stepped out of the marriage.
He's like the Eric Trump.
Yeah.
It's like one of these doesn't belong.
They added a character at one
5.
point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's like the maintenance guy
I think that top
in
card.
their building, and I always thought that was a neat character. Oh,
look at me! I am one.
Oh, you're
piece
one away. Oh God, I gotta get going.
I am so good at this game.
I got a 1.
I have the top 2 parts of George Jetson. He doesn't have legs yet.
Come on, Elroy. All right, you're up.
I guess the other thing you could always do is some form of psychological warfare to try to make your opponent believe what they're missing is in that orbit.
Right? Be like, boy, should have stayed there.
Uno.
1. Oh, do you want to leave this orbit or stay in it?
I'm gonna stay in it for now.
Okay.
Which I might not have been the best choice, but now
That's
that I'm
all right.
thinking about it. But hey, you know what? No, it was the greatest choice because I just won the game.
That's it.
I just fucking crushed you.
I didn't even get a piece.
You
Let's
got
see.
Elroy.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, if I had gone to that bottom one, 2
Okay.
Janes in that orbit.
Look at that.
And then her legs up there. Oh, you were close to a Rosie.
Okay. Well, hey.
Oh, I knew it. It was a Judy Jane,
Yep.
son of a bee.
Shoot.
I mean, I actually like this game.
Yeah. You know,
Now, your box is a little
it's messed up.
messed up. May I fix part of your box?
You
for
can do whatever you want
Okay,
to.
I'm gonna get some tape out to get this done.
What would we do to make this game better? I mean, first of all, this is the kind of game where you could easily play it with friends while having drinks because you don't have to think or try too hard.
Yeah.
Right? It is fairly simple. I would say making better cards just so that it's easier to do that, so you can bend them and not worry about them getting broken or bent.
House rule number 1: the moment that you put Elroy on in front of you, so because this will change the dynamic. Before you roll, you have to stick your tongue on a 9-volt battery and get shocked, right? Like a little science experiment.
Yeah.
So and everyone shares the same battery. So you choose so you're like, God, I don't want to do that because that would kind of mess me up. So you wait to get Elroy until the end, but sometimes that wait might be the thing that hurts you. Keep talking. I'm listening.
I'm just thinking about how much did this game retail for? I bought it severely used at a thrift shop for $5.
Well, it's 40 years old.
No. But I'm saying even $5 kind of feels like a lot for the experience we just had. I don't regret giving it to the thrift shop. But how much do you think this came out? And in 1985, right? So if it was $10, that's 1985 $10.
Yeah. I mean, you're not paying for the game. You're paying for the license.
The memories
Yeah.
that you create.
Right? I mean, I think that's so many games is you're not really paying for the game itself. You're paying for that next level. We are recording this inside my office at work, and someone just pulled up. Oh, food delivery. Someone's getting some sweet, sweet food. Oh, they're getting Mickey D's.
Hey, you know who my current local favorite pizza place is right now?
Who?
Pizza Patrol.
Really?
Because it's local and they do their own delivery. And their food is delicious. Reheats well.
I know something secret about Pizza Patrol.
Can you say it in this public podcast?
I can. So, Pizza Patrol used to get all of their crusts, their French bread crust, from Schwann's.
Okay.
It was a Schwann's product.
Oh, okay.
And Schwann's, which now goes by the moniker Yellow, I don't know if you knew that. It's stupid. They changed their brand completely.
So
they full on Cracker Barrel.
Let's Cracker Barrel them.
But they because of this, they don't have access to the same French bread crust. So they have been trying French bread crust like crazy. And this is a year ago. And the one that they have now is pretty close. But us aficionados know that it is not the same crust.
I didn't realize it was not the same crust.
Yeah.
But I'm not at probably the level that you are when
You're
it comes
not.
to Pizza Patrol.
Yeah, I know you're not. And that's not a dig. I'm just saying it as a fact. I'm just stating.
I mean,
stating facts.
when you were a kid, you were hardcore negotiating pizza rules with one of the owners of Dakota Kid Sunflower Seeds.
That's right. And I will even go one step further on that and say I also won my negotiations. And I played 6 basketball games and I got 6 pizzas.
You realized that you had a position. You realized that your dad had a need.
Yep.
And that there was room for him to.
And there's power when you've got nothing to lose. Because here's the thing: what's the worst that happens to me? I don't get pizza, but I also then don't have to play basketball.
What did he think was going to happen? That
When I
you know
play
what?
basketball?
He's gonna find out that he loves it so much that he's gonna want to start hanging out with me while I'm burning steaks on the grill, and we're gonna start talking about sports. And that's just what's going to happen.
That'll finally be the moment that I love my son.
Thought an awakening would happen.
It's a good question. I don't know what my dad thought was gonna if that was gonna be a moment when I was going to be able to, oh yeah, this sports thing that you're always talking about and making me, forcing me to watch. We finally did it, Dad. I don't know. I don't know if he thought that was going to happen. I remember my dad started taking me golfing around the same time, and I didn't really care for golf, and I wasn't that good at it, but I loved the carts. I loved being outside. I also love the fact that this particular sport has mobile food, like with the with the carts, and I was like, this is amazing. I love this.
I would 100% have pitched this as the whole you and your dad's story.
Yeah.
I would have pitched as a commercial for NBA Jam on Sega and Super Nintendo. Be like,
finally,
it's the in between.
You and your portly son can finally have something to do together.
You got to play some kind of basketball. I get pizza after.
Like, you know the thing about that, because NBA Jam used real players, correct? If I'm right.
Yeah.
So my dad would actually be able to be like, that's Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Larry Bird is really good. He's on the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
I actually made a decision. I was at a pool party yesterday, and someone was wearing a Celtics jersey, and I decided I'm gonna become an ultra fan of Larry Bird, and I'm gonna know everything about Larry Bird, and I'm gonna get a Larry Bird jersey, and people are gonna be like, "Why is JJ obsessed with Larry Bird?" Because I think that would be a weird thing to be able to do, right? Like they're like, "Oh, Larry Bird." That's going to wrap it up for today's show. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to help us continue to produce new episodes each week, visit jjmeetsworld.com, where you can donate to our Patreon, pick up some swag at the merch shop, or follow our link to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. You can also follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all the sites the cool kids are using these days. JJ Meets World is produced every week by Tucker Lucas. You can find out more about Tucker's work by visiting moonbasemaria.com. If you want to get in touch with your host with the most, check out linebenders.com, where you can find direct contact info for JJ or booking information. Tucker may have won this round, but I plan on winning the next.